The Greenhouse 2025 Food Security Iniatiative project is an initiative launched by the Malaysian Agriculture Research and Development Institute (MARDI), which was officiated by Selangor Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Amiruddin Syahari at the Kampung Baru Batu Cave Community Garden and Batu Cave Park on January 27, 2025 and is currently ongoing. The main goal of this program is to introduce innovative agriculture technology that can enhance local food production and support the nation's long-term food security efforts. The program specifically targets community gardeners across 50 selected locations nationwide, including areas such as Kampung Baru Batu Cave and Taman Batu Cave.
Now, let's take a closer look at how this initiative is communicated to the public, because even the best project needs the right message and the right audience to succeed. We'll break it down into 4 key communication components: the resource, the message, the channel, and the receiver. First, the resource. MARDI, the Malaysian Agricultural Research and Development Institute, acts as the main agency behind the project. As a government research body, its involvement adds authority and credibility to the message. Next, the message. The core message is that MARDI has launched a new initiative to improve food security in Malaysia. This is done through innovative and sustainable farming systems like microfarms and green kits implemented in 50 community gardens across the country. The goal is to promote self-sustainability and encourage community participation. The channel used is Astro Awani, a well-known online news platform. This ensures that message is spread widely and reach a diverse audience. Lastly, the receivers include the general Malaysian publics, especially urban communities with limited space, as well as farmers, community gardeners, and food security stakeholders.
The Greenhouse Project Food Security Iniatiative 2025 kicked off with an official launch by the Chief Minister of Selangor, Datuk Seri Amiruddin Syahari, on 27 January 2025 at the community gardens of Kampung Baru Batu Cave and Taman Batu Cave. As part of the program, community garden members took part in hands-on briefing and training session led by MARDI's officer, focusing on the effective use of modern agriculture technologies such as microfarm and green kit system. In Sabah, selected participants received Green Kit Technology Package and joined MARDI's Urban Agriculture Innovative course to equip them with the skills needed for managing their own agro-technology community gardens project. To further support urban farming efforts, participants were also provided with essential agricultural inputs, including seeds, organic fertilizers, and also gardening tools.
This slide highlights the key strengths of MARDI's communication strategy for the Greenhouse project. First, the messaging is clear and relevant. It focuses on improving local food security through practical and sustainable farming, which makes the purpose easy to get. Second, the technologies introduced like microfarms, green kits, and gravity-fed irrigation are explained in simple terms. This makes them more audience-friendly and accessible to the general public, especially those unfamiliar with advanced agriculture. Next, the project is designed to be inclusive. It's implemented in 50 community gardens, which helps build trust and encourage participation across various groups in society. Finally, the use of Astro Awani as the communication channel adds credibility and reach. Since it's a trusted media outlet, the message is more likely to gain attention and public confidence.
Despite the project's many strengths, there are a few areas in its communication and implementations that could be improved. While the Astro Awani article doesn't specifically mention any weaknesses, some potential gaps in the delivery of the Greenhouse Project Food Security Iniatiative 2025 can be observed. For one, The project is currently limited to just 50 selected locations, which may limit its overall impact on national food security. Its success also relied heavily on active community involvement, which can vary depending on local interests and resources. Although the article talks about training and support being provided, it doesn't go into detail about long-term sustainability or what happened after MARDI's initial supports end. This raises questions about how well the project can be maintained over time. Overall, while the initiative is innovative and has great potential, its future scalability and long-term success may need more attention.
In terms of communication effectiveness, MARDI has successfully delivered their contents to audience. According to social judgment theory, persuasive communication is heavily influenced by listener existing attitude, belief, and values. The message is likely to be accepted if it aligns with their receivable views. The delivered message will be categorized into acceptance, rejection, or non-commitment after they evaluate the message by comparing it with their current beliefs. This greenhouse initiative focuses on popular concern as it highlights local production and sustainable agriculture. They introduce sustainable practices technology such as a green kit and microfarm. As it includes integration with their needs and beliefs, it is more likely to be accepted by the targeted population, those with light resources. Other factor that affect listener decision is MARDI emphasize practicable activities such as training, seed, organic fertilizer, and farming equipment distribution. As these activities are hands-on, they can relate more to it and interpret its immediate advantages. It helps them in reducing uncertainty and enhance message clarity, which lead to acceptance zones. Lastly, MARDI is known as a reliable source of information. Social judgment theory state that communicator reputable dominates listener interpretation, and it is more likely to be within acceptability latitude. With their non-credibility, communities are more encouraged to embrace MARDI's innovative farming method.
One recommended way to enhance the effectiveness of Greenhouse 2025 Food Security Initiative project is by applying the persuasion method of social proof. This can be done by sharing success stories, testimonials, and visual updates from participants of the 50 community gardens involved in the project. These stories can be published through social media platforms, featured in local news outlets, and presented during public agricultural events and community exhibition. The justification for this approach lies in the social proof principle, where people are more likely to persuaded to participate when they observe others like them succeeding in the same situation. When potential participants or the general public see how the program has helped similar communities produce their own food effectively, it builds trust and motivation. This recommendation addresses a possible weakness in the current program, which is limited visibility and public engagement. By amplifying real experience, the program can expand its reach, improve perception, and encourage wider participants across other communities in Malaysia. Another way to enhance the effectiveness of this project is to implement ethos persuasion method. Ethos, often known as credibility, a persuasive tactic that focuses on influencing the audience by emphasizing the speaker's or source's trustworthiness, auditory, or knowledge. When a message is conveyed by a knowledgeable, experienced, and respected speaker, the audience is more likely to believe and accept it. In the context of Greenhouse 2025 Food Security Initiative project, using MARDI scientists or agricultural specialists as spokesperson adds credibility to the program. Their involvement assures the public that the information and technology being introduced are based on research and professional expertise. This develops trust in the target audience, particularly community people who may be untrained in modern farming system, making them more ready to engage and follow the new farming method.
So, The other persuasion method that we can do is pathos. What is pathos? Pathos is all about connecting with people emotionally. One way we can do that is by sharing real life stories from the families or the communities that are already involved in the greenhouse project. Or maybe a single mom who used to struggle buying veggies and now she grows her own at home. That kind of story. Also, we can share this through photos, short videos, or even interviews, and post them on social media or show them during local events. When people feel something, that they are more likely to care, and when they are care, they are more likely to join in or support the cause. It's not just a farming project, but it's something that changed the life. Okay, so the last persuasion method that we can recommend is logos, which is all about the fact and the figures. People want to know, does this thing actually work? And that's where data comes in. We can show to all of them how much food the greenhouses have already produced, how much family have saved on groceries, and even how efficient the system are. All of that can be presented through infographic, simple charts, and before and after comparisons. When people see clear results, they start to believe in the program, not because we told them to, but because the proof is right there. So, it makes the whole project feel solid, trustworthy, and worth supporting.